next section is actually more on food is your friend. And what I want to talk about more is that we have the ability to shift how we view food. We have the ability to shift how we respond or react to food. We have the ability to clear out the triggers. Okay, so I actually had a thin person ask me the other day, and she, so I'm thin. She has no idea that I was over 100 pounds more, right? And then I'm morbidly obese, literally morbidly obese. So I know the pain of being a fat person and wearing what I call a fat suit. I know that pain. I understand that. And she said, she goes, why? I mean, why don't they just stop eating so much? I'm like, okay, so I'm going to be very loving in my response, because she wasn't coming from a bad place, right? But it's really interesting to take a look at. Okay, they have no idea, being heavy, and I use the word fat because it has no charge for me anymore. So if it's triggering any of you out there, I just want you to take a peek at that. There is nothing that I'm saying that I am judging, or because there before the grace of God go I again. I have to walk my talk. So all the things that I'm teaching, all the things that I'm giving you, all the tools I'm doing on a daily basis, guaranteed. Okay, and I've lived it. So I said to her, it's a lot more interesting and more fabulous to be an addict or an alcoholic, right? Don't you think? So the reason being is that as a foodaholic, as a person who was addicted to food, addicted to the effect food gave me, because it wasn't the food that was addicting, right? That's why food is not the enemy. Food is our friend. It's just food. But the effect, so I was eating the wrong foods, getting And I ate French fries once, and it spread across my face, like, And that's how an alcoholic feels when they have they have a drink, and then it stops working because I put on the weight, and then I have not only that problem, but I have, I'm spit on myself, sorry, not only that problem, but then I have the problem of being depressed and hating myself about the weight. So now I've got both, and it's like a signboard going, hi, I have a problem, right? And if you carry, 10, 20 pounds, welcome to America, okay? Part of it is that we as creatures, as human beings, were built to run and gather and hunt, and then we farmed, and, they were out in the farms for 12, 14 hours a day and lifting, shucking things and whatnot. And then we became office creatures and became sedentary people. And they say that literally sitting is the new smoking. Sitting down is the new smoking. In other words, the detriment to our bodies and our oxygen flow and the ability for our viscera to work healthfully is impaired greatly by sitting 8 hours a day. So if you're sitting, and I'm off on a tangent, but it really is important. If you're sitting, if you're at a job where you sit, get up. Set a little timer on your phone. Every hour on the hour, get up, walk around your desk 4 times or whatever. Just breathe. And if you have one of those standing desks, that's even better. That's awesome. So okay, so let's go back to food is our friend. So we have to be, in the beginning we talked about, please set aside everything I think I know about you, me, food, diets, all that stuff. So we have to really look at, did I answer that question? No. So I said to her, I said, this is a deep and layered issue. This is not just somebody has, shitty willpower, pardon my French. It is so deep. It goes back so far. And then what happens is the body stops functioning, and then they gain even more. And then they don't know. They get into this place where they don't know, what do I do? They just don't know. And I used to look at, somebody asked me, I think a therapist, I was saying, I want to lose weight, and well, why do you eat? And I think, well, I eat when I'm sad. I eat when I'm mad. I eat when I'm happy. I eat when I'm bored. I eat, oh my God, I eat all the time. There's no rhyme or reason. It's just part of it's become habit. Part of it's become a crutch. Part of it is just, coming from a dysfunctional family, and the pain, dude, the pain of, and 85% of households are considered dysfunctional. I just read that the other day. So the pain of living in that and being a little person and having no escape. What's our escape? Well, the first, when we're toddlers, is we can control our bowel movements, but then the next is, as we get a little bit older, we have access to food. That's the way to change our state, to change how we're feeling, right? So why do people do drugs? Why do they, jump out of airplanes? So they feel different. They change how they're feeling. So part of this journey is about being able to regulate from the inside out. And we use meditation, and we use the tapping, and we use the writing, and the journaling is so powerful. So I would just say, be willing to have a new relationship with your body and with your food. And I want you to say out loud, I love my body. Just say it. Go ahead. I love my body. I really do. I love my body. I'm not saying I'm the most beautiful thing in the world. Don't hear me. This is not an ego thing. This is, I love my body. I can get up off the floor without holding on to furniture. I can do anything that I want to do. I can walk every day. I can go to the gym. And if you're not at that place, that's okay. We'll begin slowly. We'll talk about exercise and moving our bodies. All right, do your work. I'll see you soon.